Really branching
Almost
out.
good as Snap Mars.
5 seconds remaining.
Almost, but not quite.
Yeah, whenever you see Puck, Mars, and Beastmaster, Snap is always an option. And it's picked up quite a lot. It's really good though, for sure. This could mean Doom. I don't really like the Snap core. I know you're a big fan of it, but
That's just because I'm an offlane player. That's really it.
like you
Yeah.
get your job done as a support, and that's mainly just use your ult, right? The other stuff, like the scaling, like it's kind of just a dream, you know, in most games. Whereas Doom, it's a reality. He will always scale.
Mhm.
So I'd like to see it in the off lane and Snap on 4.
Yeah.
10
We can shift our
seconds
focus to
remaining.
outsiders. They pick up TA there.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
honestly think this is GPK's here.
Okay.
He loves his TA. He's against Puck mid.
Oh, okay. And then you think it's gonna be Tiny, Carry, and Zeus and.
I mean,
Always
it
bring
could
back.
be Tiny carry or Tiny offlane. I have seen Tiny offlane.
Okay, true.
But it's just, I've just seen GPK play so much TA in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe Ramses can play it too. I mean, he's a carry player. Last patch was riddled with, you know, TA in the safe lane.
Mhm.
Can't say for
10
sure, but
seconds
just
remaining.
looking at this TA pick, I'm thinking it's mid. We'll see.
5 seconds remaining.
And I think Tiny carry is fine if they do want to go that route.
Yeah, and you're gonna have an ogre as well. Like, seems pretty good to me.
Yeah.
And then that leaves DM's hero for last. He's pretty versatile. Although in this Navi series, he was playing a Viper, and it went so
no.
badly, and they like really lost their lane, which
Mhm.
is like pretty disappointing. Because like the one thing Viper's
10
meant to be really good at is winning his lane.
I mean, Viper and Veno are heroes that
5
you either
seconds
lose your
remaining.
lane really hard or you win it really hard. There's
Yeah.
usually no in between. And it's really bad if you lose your lane on those heroes too.
Mhm. Outsiders are
Red
having
team
overall
back.
last pick, so Rune Eaters having to pick up their
The
final
carry.
hero first.
Yeah, they need to pick a carry here, and whatever they show here, Outsiders is just gonna
Yeah.
counterpick it.
Do you want
Radiant
Rune Eaters to
team
pick up a carry that's a little bit more fast tempo, or someone who is gonna farm up the game and
Just pick
do-
Alk. That's it.
Pick Alk.
That's all I
It's
want
not
to see
bad.
from him. Pick Alk.
Yeah, I'd like that too. I mean,
Okay.
you know they're probably just gonna pick Alk or Terrorblade here because they just pick the same carry every game.
10 seconds
Okay.
Spectre.
Sheesh.
Do they come out right now and pick like
TB
a
versus Zeus or
sniper? I'll
something.
lose my mind. It'd be so hype.
I thought you weren't here for that sniper game.
There it is.
Yeah.
This is the only hero I had faith that Rune Eaters could pick and maybe win this game. So
Well, they
I'm
picked
glad
it.
they did.
Now Outsiders just slam down the Viper and start spitting.
Oh, now they're gonna.
Oh wait, it's banned. Oh, that's so sad. So smart though.
So smart.
So smart.
So sad, but so
So
smart.
smart. And Timber's already banned from last phase.
I'm curious if
5
they decide
seconds
to
remaining.
pick a carry here. Because Tiny could do fine in the lane versus Alk. You can get a lot of denies if they want to do it off lane. And they go for something like a harder carry, but with TA that might be hard. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm not entirely sure. Like, this Alk hero is not a weak laner. You'll notice in Eastern Europe here, a lot of Alchemists get stunned really early on.
I feel it was a multiple region thing. I feel like I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, maybe it's just Alk
Yeah.
in general now, but like you have options. You can go Acid Spray or the Stun if you want some kill threat. So he's not particularly weak laner. Right? DM does like his Underlord. If he does want to pick his hero, it's okay.
Aw,
Percentage-based damage.
they in a
Yep.
they're in a boot
Okay,
camp.
I already
No
had this
more
thought.
chronic.
No more chronic. No
I'm
more.
actually so sad right now.
No more doggo from DM
Oh,
interviews.
Necro. That makes sense. Still.
Jesus.
All heroes.
That makes sense. Did you say?
Yeah, I mean Necro first. Or are you talking about the dog?
No, Necro.
Well,
Sorry,
yeah.
I have moved on from the dog. Yeah. quickly sum it up. Why you think the Necro makes sense before I bring in the other
Just
classes.
Bullies melee heroes.
Yeah.
Percentage-based damage. You know, good versus Alk in all regards.
Beautiful little TLDR there, as I do want to bring in Aries and lizZard now to join us, our casters. Aries, how are you going? I feel like I haven't spoken to you in ages. That and then also draft info.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope you're all doing well. I'm intrigued to see how this is able to shape up. We get to see a GPK Zeus. I wasn't sure if they were going to be playing the tiny mid. Of course, it's been kind of one of the big answers to the quote-unquote broken Puck at the moment. So we get to see Yamich playing the tiny fawn, the Zeus mid, but it's can they take down this strong Puck? I don't know, lizZard. What do you reckon? This Puck's it's not an easy hero to beat.
Yeah, he's not that easy to beat, but I believe it's possible. It's doable. Plus, you have quite a good thing going for you with this last pick Necro. I feel that outsiders, they have a decent draft.
All right, we'll hear on the couch. Which carry do you have more faith in? Not team, just carry.
I mean, I have more faith in Hulk, I guess, as a carry, but not in this game particularly.
Nope, that's the one I asked.
I'm going all in Alchemist. All in.
All in Alchemist. All
all
right,
my
this
money.
count is all in Alch. Not necessarily Rune Eaters, but I am intrigued to find out who's going to win out of this game number 1 when we jump into it with Aries and lizZard.
Thank you very much, Nat. Dude, lizZard, she didn't ask how you're going, man. I care about you. How you been? What's going on?
Look,
Are you
I
excited?
understand. I understand. There are some weebs on that couch. You know, they don't like me. It's completely understandable. I don't like weebs. They don't like it. It's the way the world is. I'm not gonna. Who cares how am I doing? You know, who cares? My dog ran away. That doesn't matter. You know.
Are you being serious?
So, no.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I mean, we've seen the dogs on cam plenty of time. I can't have the dogs running away. You're a weeb yourself. What are you speaking about? We saw you at the Annie Major, repping all the weebs to heart. You're also, flexing and showing everyone you can be
I was
a Giga Chat
outnumbered.
and a weed.
I was
you were
outnumbered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I couldn't fight it. I said I wasn't about to do it, but then they said, okay, you're not gonna get paid, so I did it.
But you flexed or you became a weeb?
Well, a bit of both, I guess, but just for that event.
They held you at gunpoint. I could do
It's
this.
never happening again, man.
Do this on no money. Oh no, hate to see it. Alright, we got a smoke upload from Rune Eaters, so they're already looking to kick us off with some action. 5-man smoke invading into Outsiders Triangle. Looks like no one's going to be home for the moment. lizZard, how we feel about this draft overall? We get a little bit of craziness out of the Eastern Europe specialty with the
30
Alchemist as a
seconds to
carry that we also get. I mean, look at this. Position 1, a Templar Assassin, a hero that we haven't seen for quite some time and was very popular. It is into not the easiest matchup with a lot of damage over time, but we also get the last pick Necrophos, which, I mean, it's looking like a pretty good Necro game. So how are we feeling this game 1?
Yeah, I think it's a decent TA game overall. Should do fine, but they're on a timer, I suppose. They need to be pressuring this Alchemist very early on. We were just talking to Chalice back in the other regions, Chinese region that is, and he's under the impression that Alchemist is one of the strongest carries at the moment, but he's just not played enough. So yeah, we'll see just how much Rune Eaters can do with him.
Look at this. Rune Eaters, they're starting with a tri-lane. TA 2000 did level up the concoction. The level 1. I mean, if this is what you need to do to shut down an Necrophos, Fear was saying against a melee hero, you just absolutely body you in the lane. So they're really looking to put DM under the pump early.
Yeah, and it's also an old school thing with Alchemist, right? I mean, you just secure his lane as much as possible and you sack your off lane. I haven't seen this though, like you said, in a really long time. But if you do shut down the Necro early on, he feels like a creep. So they didn't really do that.
No, they did not. And they left Funnick solo for the moment, but you see, you kind of have to play with the Doom in this lane, especially into how much damage they have. I mean, Ramses went for the Meld level 1, so Funnick was playing with no armor. Yakoda also went for the Fire Blast, which is a little bit interesting. Often we see the Ignite whenever the Ogre is played.
Yeah, Ramses took a lot of damage here, but yeah, Ogre, interestingly, didn't go for Ignite. It's still okay. You run up to people, you Fire Blast them, you hit them. It kind of serves the same purpose, right?
Yeah, get a couple extra right clicks in. We just saw as well, like, how it could come into play, I suppose, if Funnick pops Scorched Earth, instantly Yakoda with the Fire Blast just is going to hold Funnick back. So you don't really get much usage out of the W for Doom. It's good to see Funnick as well. You know, he's stepping in, of course, for Mr. Cloud, but it is nice with Funnick playing for the lads on Rune Eaters.
Dude, I haven't seen this guy in a million years. The last time I saw him, what was it? We tried out for some Turkish football club that was making Dota. I don't know what that was. It didn't work out, but anyway. Yeah, he's a skilled player, obviously. The true 1%er, if you know that Eastern European meme. He's one of the... Yeah, he's self-proclaimed one of the 1%ers in Dota. But I mean, self-proclaimed or not, he truly is like the man won a TI, right? So who can argue with him?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's able to help out a little bit with this young roster. Of course, standing in, so nothing crazy, but you know, maybe he can give for some of the games he's playing, help out with the experience. Because again, Rune is coming up into Division 1. They are very new and they're not having the greatest start at the moment. I mean, they're 1-4 in regards to series count. And I mean, they're going up against outsiders who are sitting very comfortably at the moment. They're 2-1. They've lost one series. It was pretty dominant of a series loss versus Na'Vi 2.
How do you feel about the fact that Alchemist so far did not get Grievel's Greed? He might get a kill though.
Oh, they also might lose Cowrie, so first blood's going to be picked up from DM.
He's not
Fair
getting this.
Fire and Death Pulse to play with, and they can now
might
do
die.
a little bit of damage onto TA2000. Damage has the combo back up in the arsenal. TA2000 will be okay, but really it's just the fact that they're trading all the resources, and meanwhile top lane, they're going to get the kill into Arrow, so Ramses in conjunction with Yakoda secures the second kill for Outsiders.
The lanes of Outsiders are just ridiculously strong. You have Ogre TA on one side.
Oh, look at bottom.
Alchemist,
They're diving
yeah.
TA2000. Toss closer to DM's location. Death Pulse is out, and the creeps to block the escape route to the left. Outsiders, beautiful read that they're able to dive the
Another one?
Alchemist. And now, hang on, Cowrie, he just TP'd in the lane. Forced to go for a cold embrace level. DM wants a high five. Instead, he'll get the kill onto Cowrie. This is a horrible start. Alchemist is losing creeps. They're losing lives left, right, and center.
Now the Alchemist again. Yeah, they're not gonna get him. It's top lane TA.
Yeah, Ramses,
real
one
low.
more right click. Okay. That's a big kill for them to find. They might get Yakoda as well. Phonic with the extra level coming through from the kill on Templar. Assassin gets that point into the Infernal Blade. Also has the Frost attack to be working with. So, alright, Rune is finding a big 2 kills up top.
This is what I was really needing. I needed this bloodbath of Eastern European Dota, and it's not every game. It's literally, when I watch, it's always like this though. But I've seen some pretty mellow games as well.
Here for the
Overall,
bloodbath.
yeah. Like top lane, kind of going back in Phonic and Arrow's favor, at least a little bit. They're making a comeback. They can't lose every single lane, but Phonic.
In with the combo, Yakoda. Trying to step down to the south, giving Ramses enough time to be able to beat into the Doom, but Arrow still able to get the finishing blow. Ramses does have the boots already to close the distance. Phonic though, trying to turn the direction over. They're not going to be able to get the kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, TA2000 is getting stalked from
structures are fortified.
Mitch. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up, but again, this is an Alchemist that is not hitting any creeps.
Yeah, he's not caught, but he's rammed back to his base. Yeah, that's a rough feeling right there. How do you even lane anymore?
Is he Thunder Gods?
There we go, double one.
Whoa, Thunder Gods! They were spamming it. He beeline back to base to get enough mana for the ultimate. DM gives him the tip. GPK gives a couple of voice lines.
And the
Oh, we
rune.
got an arcane, dude. What could be better?
This is one of those games where everything lines up for you as Zeus, right? It's almost BS how good of a game he has right
Bottom
now.
lane, they're gonna get another kill. I mean, DM is just, he's BMing. There's no other way to put it. All these hype. They got a tower. Oh my lord, the catapult still wasn't even killed off. They've got big issues, lizZard. They've got some real big issues.
Yeah, they do. 6 minutes 30 seconds in. They just lost the tower. You know what's the silver lining though?
Tell me.
The lane is about to push into this Alchemist so he can farm under the tier 2. Maybe,
Reckon
unless they dive in here.
Oh, they've got Scythe, man. They're more than happening. Oh,
Oh,
no.
the toss?
They missed the toss.
Oh, he's going in.
2000. He's gonna get the
No,
kill.
no, Scythe, my friend.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Dude, he needed that. He would have got so much gold, and our DM gets the first Scythe charge
Oh, look
for
at
the Necro.
Look at the acid. The acid isn't getting a single acid as well.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
is under attack.
Wrap it up, boys. Let's go next.
no.
Back to the couch.
Hey, no. Watch
Oh,
Hayes
yeah.
pop off this game. My guy's gonna go absolutely nutty. He's the way back in for Rune Eaters. They don't have the greatest answers to the puck.
Can you
And,
pass that hopium to me as well?
Hey,
that's the good stuff. Yeah, thank you.
Hang on now, relax a little bit. Dude, you
Very
don't,
nice.
you don't believe in the puck this game? This hero's broken.
Yeah, it's broken. There's always ways of making a comeback, right? But it's not in this game. Like I allow myself one game a year.
One game a year? Okay.
Yeah, one game a year where I'll call it before it's over, you know? I won't be professional. Alchemist, he's just dead again. Maybe not. Never mind.
They're also gonna get Arrow in the river. GPK utilizing that Arcane Rune perfectly.
Top. Yeah.
Ramsey's almost solo kills Funnick as well. Okay, so I'll say, you're not gonna say it, I'll say how they come back in. Ultimates from Rune Eaters is what we're looking at. We're looking at Coil into Kisses, Coil into Doom. It's gonna be a really long cooldown, and as soon as they use those abilities, Outsider's just gonna go for a T1 tower mid, like Dean will wrap. But that is what you need to do on Rune Eaters. Try and get a kill, hopefully in the top lane. Maybe do a little bit of damage in the tower. You need to get that T1 just to open up the map.
Okay, I like it. You're very professional, you know your stuff. It's doable, yeah, just kill them. Just use your ultis and kill them. I can see that happening.
Can you, or you
maybe-
just say that?
I know, for real, it's possible. Maybe here Ogre could die.
Yeah, they're gonna get a kill. They need to give it to tier 2000. They're trying to...
Creeps?
No, don't let it get denied. Okay. I can only imagine what the comments would have been like if the Ogre got denied.
It would be silence. It would just be silence for Rune Eaters. If the Ogre got denied there, like, you wouldn't hear a single one of them until the end of the game. But yeah, it is doable, right? Like you said, in all seriousness, if you use the Doom on a big target you follow with Mortimer's Kisses, there's a chance you mount that slight comeback. It's very difficult, but possible. Also, maybe Outsiders feel way too good after the laning stage and they start throwing a bit. You never know. Maybe they have an electrical surge and one of the PCs turns off. It's also possible. Like, anything can happen. It's Dota, right?
Anything can happen. I do like this from Ramses though. I think if any... Oh, hang on. Keep tabs on this river fight. Oh, nice raise sentry placed in... Oh, Hayes, they got tier 2000, man! GPK, what's this Thundergod's rap? Is he 3 usages and 6 kills? What? This is like the best Zeus game to start. He's 6-0-1.
And he gets a regeneration rune as well. Like, last time he used it, he gets Arcane. This time around, he gets Regen. It's like... There's Gaben watching this game and he's pressing what rune he wants for GPK to spawn every single time. They're having a really good time, and not only are they having a good time, luck is also on their side. So it's a perfect game for Outsiders.
Nice TP's mid. They still don't have arrows level 6. There's the Doom though. Funnick is top, so not even considering about coming to maybe deal with DM.
They need Mortimer's Kiss. Once they get those kisses, they can perhaps use them even on the Necro. But he's tanky already. Power Treads, Cloak, Vessel.
Courier has been killed.
A ton of HP on him.
Oh, Funnick's going Midas as well. This is a... There's a rough position to be in. T2000, brown boots into Radiance, 2k gold in the bank for the Alchemist. He is...
Radiant are
Jesus.
Do you think that the Midas... This is... For me, this is always like a question. Is the Midas really bad here? I'm not sure. Like, it's... You won't be winning these next couple of fights. If you go for a Blink or a BKB, you won't be winning them most likely anyway. So Midas, it's kind of greedy, right? But it will allow you to eventually scale. Question mark, eventually, if you get there.
Dire's
Right.
top tower is under attack.
That is
Mid lane?
the old... Wrap on GP... Oh, no. Oh, they tipped him as well! Dude, Outsiders are feeling it, all these aggressive tips. DM gonna try and get in range for the scythe. Funny pump faking that Doom, so DM will think twice about this, but what do you know? Thunder God's hit back.
Yeah.
He's already got level 2 in the ultimate.
It's the level 2 ulti and Kaya, right? From Kaya and Sanj. It's another kill.
They're in the ward behind the tower. They're gonna scout out Arrow as well. The Snapfire's only got 345 movement speed to play with, so I don't know how you ever get out. Maybe if you can... No, not gonna happen. Arrow, another easy chase down. Outsiders up to 16 kills. So lizZard, I mean, this is the Eastern Europe.
No, man, they can do it.
Oh,
They can
right.
still do it. Come on.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Look at this is a big Zeus. Oh no, he lost his bloodlust. Okay, never mind. I was just seeing Zeus kind of fly around, you know, on the clouds, and yeah, bloodlust though, so he was looking kind of jacked too. But no, he lost it. Don't worry.
I heard you were talking about some biceps. Is that true?
Dude, no, it wasn't at all. Okay. What happened was we had like a 20-minute break, and we were speaking about kind of some of the neutral creeps and how jacked they are, like the Sadal Tormentors are jacked, and we were speaking about who's the jack people and the plays and the talent, and I said you're jacked, man. I didn't say nothing bad about you.
Thank you. I heard it was something bad, but thank you. It must be the haters hating, right? Or those weeps sharing misinfo. Yeah, it has to be that.
I'm not cutting off the weeb fan base. I love you, weebs.
You don't get it. You don't get it. You have to hate them. That's how they're gonna love you.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
Screw you guys. Freaking
yeah.
weebs.
That's it. They're still gonna just go into your chat and they'll be like, yeah.
Alright. Smoke from Outsiders. Gonna part their way top. Scan does give them some heads up of the positioning from Rune Eaters, so it's gonna be Shakota to charge in forward. Well, it's gonna hold 2 back for the moment, but where's the damage? And while Arrow here can't get it in, he's stuck in the middle of it all. They're gonna try and chase down the little piggy. Meanwhile, the Wyvern, that's an easy pickings, and DM gets the scythe as well. Was able to catch up to the Snapfire, so 2 more kills. And I mean, listen, with everything going on, Ramses, this has to be the best game for position 1. You've got the boys just solo carrying you. Rams like, don't worry, lads, I'll keep farming. I'll keep the farming pattern going.
Yeah, it's one of those games in which you feel like, I don't know, you're just there as a carry, right? Like, you're not necessary. You're kind of around. Your team is winning the game already for you. It's also the worst games for me. Like, whenever I play carry, I hate these games because I know that if we lose, it's 100% on me. You know, my team has done enough. So the pressure is mounting. The pressure is there. I don't think that's going to be a problem for Ramses. He's got, what, the Dragonlance Daedalus, 1500 gold. Whenever they choose, they can go for that Roshan as well. Invade the triangle, punish TA a bit harder before he gets the Radiance. Yeah, this Alchemist is... Oh, never mind. Don't punish him anymore, please. He's on 5k net worth.
Let him be. Let this guy be. Well, they're going to see the smoke, though. DM sees that Observe Ward was placed under the cover of no vision. Haze.
There's a blink tiny.
They're gonna blink on Yamich though. They're able to close the distance. A beautiful cookie from Arrow, but hang on, this death pulse. Okay, he sees it. He's alright.
Zeus ult.
Oh, how long? Oh, 34.
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to quickly mention as well the fact that Funny, he's got a blink already completed as well after the Midas. I really like what he's been doing as well. It's kind of crafty, where he's actually got the Raise of the Dead, and he's just been sending the skeletons constantly to top. He knows he can't really farm it as aggressively, so it's just sending like a double wave of skeletons, so always at least provide some pressure. This is that kind of experience coming out. You got to get really crafty when you're this far behind. What are you laughing at?
I can't believe I'm hearing this. I just love your optimism. Yeah, he's sending those skeletons. I love what he's doing. He can't really go anywhere, but those damn skellies, they'll show them.
Well, it's a play of individual brilliance, and I like to highlight that a lot when a team's falling behind, and at least for them to look at things that they've done well, because it's very easy to look at the bad things. You're getting stomped. There's no other way to put it. 10,000 net worth lead. I mean, they're already considering Roshan, and well, they want more kills as well as Tiny. Oh, Mighty Haze. Pretty good reactions coming through for the puck. Funny's going to jump into the middle, but instantly Yakoda holds him back with the Fire Blast. And, well, Funny, he doesn't have the armor to be able to play with. They instantly bring him down. DM, no remorse as well with dropping the Scythe to cut off the life of Doom.
Yep. The plan there was perhaps to approach Roshan a little bit closer, maybe send some skellies in there. But sadly, way too far behind. Like you said, they jumped the Doom, they kill him off in pretty much a couple of seconds. TA also did not have Radiance completed while that was happening, so he couldn't really be joining them. If maybe he had Radiance, they could have smoked up, went for a play. But without it, there's just no way that they fight.
Oh, they do. I was gonna say, do Zeus salty for the Wyvern, and Yamich, he almost solo killed him. This was also a blink at like 14 minutes in, which is crazy as a position for Tiny. They're also gonna get Funnick top lane. From Roche to top they go. GPK and Ramses, a potent concoction. The Outsiders now can chain this into a T1 tag. Dude, but these tips, they're hang on, they're actually just bullying Rune Eaters, not just with the kills, the high fives, and it's not just one person that's getting all the tips, it's kind of everyone on Rune Eaters.
Yeah, because everyone is dying.
Oh, okay, my bad.
So far, Hayes has 2 deaths and Funnick 3, that's the lowest on their side. But yeah, it's just a rough match, right? It started off very poorly from the laning stage and just snowballed off of that. And there's a blink on puck coming up shortly, 20 gold away. But you're already playing into this Aegis TA. Ah, it's alright. How's weather in Australia?
Ramses should be able to chase down Arrow. They're going to reveal the Nimbus as well. Look at that damage, man. Oh boy. Dude. Outsiders, this is a nice little statement game as well, because they really struggled in their series versus Na'Vi. I mean, they got bodied. There was a 25-minute victory, there was a 29-minute victory as well. Wasn't really close. So the fact that at least their next game after that series, they're able to show that they weren't really phased by that Na'Vi loss.
For sure. Another smoke. Straight towards the Doom. Hello, Mr. Funnick. Tiny will realize smoke has been broken. Oh, a bit slow though. I have to admit, a bit slow from him. Expected faster reactions. But
isn't Funnick supposed to be the boomer? Isn't his reaction supposed to be slow?
Yeah, right. It took Yamich a couple of seconds to toss the avalanche first. But yeah, nicely done by Funnick to escape that. They fed enough, right? Like they need a couple of these breeders. They need a couple of these dodged ganks. It could help them consolidate a little bit, at least for TA to get the BKB, which he is getting closer to, right? Like the problem is, like, you're playing an alchemist. Everyone knows it's like Sensei Cinderan said, it's an alchemist game. You need to shut him down, and they did. Yep.
I mean, they shut him down in style. We just...
Yeah, mid lane as well. TA is taking...
They're everywhere. They are everywhere, lizZard. You get kills down bottom, getting kills mid, you're also sieging.
And the courier, okay. Sure.
Oh, Ramses. Kari's gonna be okay with the corner breaks. What do you do? Like, what are the comms right now for Rune Eaters? You just like dead silence? Is there one person speaking? Like what? It feels like it would be a very awkward situation.
No, the comms are like, wait for the BKB and let's go for one more fight. If it fails, we GG out. Most likely. I've felt this beating before in my life. I've been in Rune Eater's shoes, so I think that's what it is. Let's smoke up. We have the BKB. Let's see what happens. They want to wrap around. It's a good idea.
Traps positions. Tiny is kind of nearby to be able to pop the smoke. They're going to be a little bit too late from Rune Eaters. Full set of barracks has already been claimed, and Outsiders are back to the Radiant Triangle, so they should be able to get out of dodge.
You can see how outsiders are disciplined, even though they're 20k ahead 20 minutes in. They move back onto the triangle. They knew something was fishy. They didn't really want to stay and get wrapped around. Also, everyone was alive on Rune Eaters, but no one was showing, right? So...
Just the mark of a good team, making sure there's no opportunities for the enemy to be able to capitalize.
Yeah, it's really important. I think it's important to practice discipline. Not only use it when the games are important, but always. Because it gets into your routine. Obviously, it's nice to loosen up sometimes, but it can hurt you when it's important.
Might see Hayes. They're gonna jump.
Oh
my god.
Yeah.
Dude, he just disappeared.
Radiant's
That was
top
way too
tower
quick.
is under
Like, the
attack.
puck couldn't even phase shift. He was just dead.
Arrow. No, they got another. He's like, I can't go to the high ground. Ramsey's already hitting my objectives. I gotta go right. I gotta go somewhere. Phoenix in.
Dome.
They lost the ages. Tier 2000 is going to charge in middle as well. But look at the toss. Oh, the Tiny repositions the TA to the right side. All they're going to do is just try and bring down one person in this fight. They will finally be able to do so, but it looks like it comes at such a grave cost to GPK. It's just freely spellcasting in the middle of this fight. Arrow's going to try and change their attention away from the puck, and well, he's able to do so successfully. They're going to chase the snap fire inside the base, but Hayes is killed off as well by the bottom outpost. 5 down, and well, you don't have to TA to siege, but looks like that's not going to be a concern. The aim is up to the job.
Yep. The only question now is if they go for another fight or not. On the side of Rune Eaters, there are 2 sides down. There's a tier 2 on top lane, so it's very unlikely that outsiders can finish. Damage.
He does not care. He's got yills already.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Does he finish this game high net worth in the puck?
Most likely, right? If you get a couple of towers now
Radiant's
that are
bottom
left
tower
remaining,
is under
he's
attack.
having such a good time on the Tiny, and they smoke up. TA is up, by the way, very soon, so they can do exactly this. She can port to the outpost.
Coin for me.
He wants farm, wants his potatoes. Ramsey sees a farming pattern top to be able to connect to the tier 2. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go there instead.
Alchemist.
Damage. Oh, well, that's gonna help him get a little bit more net worth than the puck. Quick and easy kill. Keep in mind that. That's the carry that's just getting blown up like that.
There was nothing left, by the way.
Wait, Arrow? What?
Arrow?
Are they gonna... Carry doesn't have the Arctic burn. Hey, he's gonna look about jumping in. Shadowrunner's gonna protect it for them.
Oh.
No, not the Lotus, but the Ogre. Did they get it? Oh, he got denied. No.
Radiant's
Wait, why
top
did he get denied exactly? I'm
Is
stupid.
it the...
Radiant's bottom
I
tower
think
is
it's because
under
the Lotus is that Lotus has some weird
Yeah, but
mechanic.
it's still Winter Wyvern's ulti on him.
I thought that would be the case, but the only difference is that he was Lotus, so
Radiant's
that's
bottom
all.
barracks has fallen.
I don't know if that's alright. Probably not. You're
Yeah.
supposed to know the mechanics, man. I'm supposed to fall back on you.
Oh well, you know, it happens. What can I say? Some Lotus Orb Winter's Curse is not really what we see every single day, but interesting mechanic. You learn something every time, okay? But usually you shouldn't be doing that, right? Like usually you don't want to ulti the Lotus target anyway. So.
Oh, thank you, lizZard. I appreciate that.
I'll share that nugget of knowledge. Do you know this?
No, funny. No, your Midas. It's on cooldown. It's on cooldown. Sorry. Oh no. Oh, all right. One last smoke.
Yeah, here we go. Who do you go on? It would be cool to doom the TA again. Like if they could doom the TA, they could take the fight. Perhaps they wouldn't win it, but they would live to fight another day. Rosh's respawned. Oh, they know exactly. Yeah. Do they have another
Radiant's
smoke?
middle tower
They
is under
don't.
attack.
Is that an Octarine? Oh. What's GPK's got Octarine already?
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under
18,000 gold. Not too bad for 27 minutes in.
Dude is balling. Alright, well, they can't get megas, but creeps are inside the base, so you're gonna have to come back eventually. And this is just, again, the discipline from outsiders. They know where Rune Eaters are currently positioned, thanks to the Thunder Gods. You know, really the only... If there's ever a perfect fight, it's a high ground, it's a choke point. That's what Rune Eaters are trying to play with, but soon they've got to come back, and that means then outsiders can sweep to the triangle and get rid of those wards.
Yeah, and you aren't even worried if you're outsiders. You're not worried about Roshan, right? You have that trap inside the pit, and because of that trap, you know they're not rushing. Yamich goes in.
Oh no, Yamich combo out. BKB's gonna protect Funnick for the moment. He's able to find Ramsey on the side. Oh my lord, just 3 hits the Doom. Not even opportunity to use the ultimate. TA2000 is gone as well. And finally, the G's are dropped. There's outsiders. Just absolutely obliterate Rune Eaters. I mean, this is a... I don't say it, but lizZard, if it's ever going to be called a Gaben shellacking, that is probably the prime example of a Gaben shellacking.
Yeah, that was... I feel bad for them, really. But what can you do? It happens every now and then. You just lose all 3 lanes. You need to, you know, brush it off and go next. That's it. You just lost all 3 lanes. You're not much worse of a team strategically. You just messed up the laning stage and it didn't work out in the end. I feel that if the lanes went a little bit better for them, they could have had this game. You would jump the TA every single time you doom her. There are ways of eliminating her, but... they just got stomped.
Yeah, there's not really another way to put it. Unfortunately for game 1, Rune Eaters, like you said, lost the lanes, was outsiders that were just able to snowball from them, but wipe the slate clean, get the mines ready to go for game 2, and anything can happen if you can set yourselves up with a perfect draft, and we'll find out if that's going to be the case after the break.